Beverly Hills 90210 looked like the ultimate teenage dream. Perfect tans, convertibles, and designer lockers. But underneath that polish was a darker story the network didn't want you to notice. The show wasn't just about popularity, it was about pushing TV boundaries while pretending not to. Today, we're diving into 13 real-life secrets and contradictions that turned this glossy teen soap into a cultural blueprint about what teenagers were afraid to say out loud.
Wake up! First day of school. Strange city, no house, no friends.
Number 1. The character who almost didn't exist. Dylan McKay almost never walked the halls of West Beverly. Early drafts of the series imagined a lighter, almost sitcom tone about cliques and crushes, with no room for a mysterious outsider. Then the creative team shifted gears, deciding that the story needed gravity to match real teenage uncertainty. That's when Dylan appeared. Late in development, uninvited but essential. Executives hesitated. A brooding loner with a past didn't fit the sun-soaked image sponsors wanted to sell.
See, this is where you and I differ. Because me, I was never really too big on the homework thing.
But the creative gamble worked. Dylan's cynicism and wounded charm cracked open the illusion of effortless wealth. He made pain visible in a place built on appearances. Once he entered the story, the show found its heartbeat, freedom clashing with loneliness, privilege hiding trauma, and California perfection forever shadowed by something real underneath. Number 2. The audition that fooled no one. The auditions for Beverly Hills 90210 looked more like a beauty pageant than a high school casting call. Everyone knew that looks could win the role, even if birth dates told another story. Some actors adjusted their voices, their posture, even their slang to seem younger. The network didn't question it. Camera chemistry mattered more than calendar accuracy. What the producers wanted was an emotional spark. Someone who could sound naive while carrying adult emotion just below the surface. That tension became the show's secret formula. The cast wasn't capturing teenage life, they were performing the idea of it. Watching those episodes now feels almost surreal. The show sold youthful fantasy while quietly admitting that adolescence itself is an act. A rehearsal for identities shaped by pressure, approval, and the fear of growing up too fast. Quick pause before we dive into the next hidden meaning. If you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We've got even deeper Beverly Hills theories. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. Number 3, the high school that wasn't in Beverly Hills. West Beverly High never existed. The school that millions of viewers thought sat in the heart of Beverly Hills was actually Torrance High, tucked miles away in ordinary Los Angeles. Filming there allowed producers to stretch a tight budget while creating the illusion of elite privilege. Behind the lens, crews repainted lockers, replaced signs, and adjusted lighting to fake constant California perfection. That facade wasn't accidental. It mirrored the story itself, a polished exterior hiding real anxiety beneath.
All right, people, you know the drill. Shower up, towel off, and go home.
The fake campus framed an aspirational fantasy, yet every storyline exposed the cracks in it. Each courtyard scene became a quiet metaphor. Paradise constructed from plaster. By building Beverly Hills out of another city's bricks, the show quietly admitted its own truth. Glamour was a performance, and class discomfort was the real curriculum being studied behind those fake gates. Number 4, the fight that ended an era. The tension on the 90210 grew as quickly as the show's fame. Long hours and constant press attention turned co-workers into rivals, with on-screen drama often continuing after the camera stopped. Reports of late arrivals and disagreements over scripts pushed producers to intervene, making personal disputes part of daily production life. Creative direction became another battlefield.
Well, let me give you a ride then.
No, thank you.
Stars questioned storylines, while executives worried about maintaining the show's glossy image under chaos. For fans, the rumors only deepened the obsession. Tabloids painted a picture of Beverly Hills cannibalizing itself, and Beverly Hills Gone Bad became a running headline. Ironically, the struggle mirrored the series it produced. Beautiful people trying to survive pressure they couldn't control. The mid-1990s identity of 90210 solidified there. A series where fiction blurred with workplace unrest and the illusion of paradise started to fracture. Number 5. The haircut that broke the camel's back. It started with a haircut. Shannon Doherty walked into production with her hair noticeably shorter, and the cameras had no way to hide it. Scenes from different days no longer matched, forcing crews to reshoot and throwing the schedule into chaos. Producer Larry Mullen called it the final straw, and Brenda Walsh's story quietly ended soon after. But the haircut wasn't just cosmetic.
In fact, when I got back from France, the reason why I told you that I met that guy was because you've always been honest with me.
It exposed the struggle over control, an actor's personal decision colliding with the studio's tight grip on image. On a set where looks defined continuity, changing that look felt like defiance. In a show built on beauty and perfection, trimming hair became rebellion. That moment revealed what Beverly Hills 90210 could never admit on screen. Perfection demanded obedience, and self-expression came with a cost measured in production hours and professional survival. Number 6. The replacement designed for drama. When Brenda Walsh left, producers didn't fill the gap with comfort. They built a spark plug. Enter Valerie Malone, a family friend from Buffalo who arrived pretending to blend in but carried the same rebellious charge. Within minutes, she lit up a joint in Brenda's old room, signaling that the house and the show still ran on trouble.
Valerie?
Hey, Brandon.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'd like you to meet some friends of mine. This is Kelly Taylor.
Hi.
Valerie wasn't meant to calm things down. She was crafted to stir curiosity, to prove the series could still misbehave while playing nicer with studio politics. Fans noticed the echo but felt the difference. Brenda inspired loyalty, Valerie invited judgment. That substitution revealed the show's hidden thesis. You can redesign a character, copy her arcs, or repaint her attitude, but authenticity doesn't regenerate on cue. The replacement worked on paper, but the chemistry, like Beverly Hills itself, couldn't be manufactured twice. Number 7. The actress who lied about her age. Gabrielle Carteris was 29 when she won the role of Andrea Zuckerman, the studious voice of reason at West Beverly. To get the part, she hid her age, a quiet negotiation between reality and performance that Hollywood easily allowed. Carteris later said she signed her contract listing an age over 21, a legal workaround that kept her secret safe.
Oh, bitch, get out the way, bitch, get out.
That decision unintentionally deepened Andrea's authenticity. Her maturity wasn't just acted, it existed beneath the dialogue. Surrounded by privilege and careless teen drama, Andrea's groundedness came from real-life experience disguised in a letterman's jacket. Then art blurred with life again. When Carteris became pregnant, the show wrote it in. The result made Andrea less fantasy and more reflection. A reminder that growing up isn't about age, it's about honesty in a place built on pretending. Number 8. The firing that made no sense. When Shannon Doherty was removed from Beverly Hills 90210, it made no sense to fans. Brenda Walsh was one of the show's anchors, and her popularity made the network's decision look self-sabotaging. Behind the scenes, new priorities within management quietly shifted the balance of power. Creative clashes mixed with politics, and what looked like discipline began to resemble strategy. Audiences guessed at the reasons. Was it personal tension or professional image control? Media reports fueled every theory until nobody knew where truth ended, and PR began. That confusion was the same moral fog the show loved to explore. Number 9. The daughter in the middle. Tori Spelling stood in a rare position no one else on set could claim: the boss's daughter. Her father, Aaron Spelling, created the series, giving her both access and suspicion in equal measure. Castmates knew she'd earned a role, but that invisible line between privilege and favoritism never vanished. The challenge went beyond performance. Playing Donna Martin meant presenting innocence while quietly navigating real office politics.
Mom, this is Kelly. Kelly, this is my mom.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Every storyline about loyalty felt like theater overlapping with her daily life. Co-stars debated fairness. Producers balanced perception against reality. Spelling's situation exposed the show's core paradox. In a world obsessed with fairness, she represented the complication of it. Protected yet exposed, powerful yet scrutinized, she personified the show's ultimate contradiction. privilege standing right beside fragility, the very balanced Beverly Hills 90210. Number 10. Kelly Taylor's Hidden Pain. Kelly Taylor started out as the show's golden girl, sun-kissed, flawless, the kind of Californian perfection posters were made for. Yet the writers flipped that promise. They unraveled her life into trauma and addiction, eventually depicting her cocaine dependence in season 6.
Brandon, can we just please talk about something else?
The storyline stripped away the fantasy image and replaced it with something raw, the exhaustion behind ideal beauty. That turn wasn't casual. It was a choice to prove that pain didn't discriminate, that even the perfect teen could crumble under invisible pressure. Jenny Garth leaned into that truth, performing fragility without melodrama, letting quiet moments say what words couldn't. Number 11. The Donna Martin Censorship Battle. Donna Martin's prom night suspension became one of TV's earliest fan revolts. When the character was punished for underage drinking, the network framed it as moral consequence, but viewers didn't see it that way. They turned her punishment into protest, chanting Donna Martin graduates.
Therefore, I move we vote to allow Donna Martin to graduate, provided she enroll in a drug and alcohol counseling program at the Maple Center.
Until producers gave in. Censorship had met its match. The moment forced the writers to face their own irony. A show built on protecting virtue had inspired a movement over perceived injustice. The studio wanted to preserve parental approval. Fans wanted fairness for their stand-in. That collision changed teen television. It revealed an audience willing to argue with authority and defend a fictional classmate's future. In an era obsessed with clean morals, Beverly Hills 90210 accidentally created a symbol of rebellion, proof that even conservative storytelling could ignite radical teen voice. Number 12. The Surprising Sister Show. Beverly Hills 90210 didn't just define its era, it cloned it. The show's success proved teen stories could be glossy and serious at the same time, a mix networks rushed to replicate. From that seed grew Melrose Place, a sister show that traded high school lockers for adult ambition, but carried the same DNA: beauty as currency, emotion as chaos. Every spin-off and later teen drama borrowed that rhythm. Moral messages shared space with poolside decadence, while California remained the backdrop for consequence dressed as privilege. The formula worked because it felt aspirational but warned against itself. Number 13. The show's unwritten legacy. Beneath all the scandals and pop culture noise Beverly Hills, 90210 built something subtler, a new way of telling stories about teenagers that television hadn't tried before. It treated emotional pain as plot, turning soap structure into social language.
What the hell is this?
It's a march.
Donna Martin graduates or none of us do.
Wanna come?
According to The Ringer, that realism felt groundbreaking because it made taboo subjects speakable inside glossy entertainment. The show's revival in 2019 came with a different kind of self-awareness. Luke Perry's passing reframed nostalgia as a question of authenticity, forcing fans to remember not just the characters but what they represented: imperfection broadcast in designer clothing. Decades later, Beverly Hills 90210 still divides viewers for the same reason it fascinated them. It mixed glamour with grit until they became indistinguishable. The show dressed real social anxiety in silk and sunlight, proving that escapism could carry critique if you looked closely enough. That duality is why it lingers. It wasn't camp or commentary, it was both every week.